Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to Pick 11 in our countdown of my favorite power trio bands of all time. 31 days here in July. 31 of my favorite power trios. 3 members, male or female, guitar, bass, drums, guitar, keyboards, drums, keyboards, bass, and drums, flute, guitar, and Hammond organ, whatever the combination is. 3 players, lots of power, lots of oomph. I don't think I've used that term yet this entire month. Oomph, right? A lot of power behind what these bands, these 3 pieces do. Again, some of these groups we might mention during the course of the month may have at certain times had more than 4 members. But for a chunk of what they did, and certainly perhaps my favorite configuration in that band's history, that the trio format was my very favorite. So this particular band, progressive rock legends, they had to be on this list somewhere. Basically drums, bass, and keyboards, although the bass player occasionally did play some guitar, but mostly it was keyboards, bass, and drums. One of the first of a few supergroups that formed at the start of the 70s. I'm talking about Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Keith Emerson from The Nice, Greg Lake from King Crimson, and Carl Palmer from Atomic Rooster and the Crazy World of Arthur Brown. A band that fused classical music and rock with little hints of blues and jazz as well. But man, they would go on to produce not only a string of great best-selling albums, but the tours, the bombast, the subtlety, the virtuosity. You had Keith Emerson, of course, a master on the Hammond organ, a master pianist, and then we would come to know him as one of the guys who really made the Moog synthesizer a very popular tool to use in the realms of rock music. Remember, like him with the early Moog with all the switches and things, right? Thing was huge, right? Remember him jumping on top of that Hammond organ, and incredible. And then you got the wonderful vocals of Greg Lake, and an amazing bass player, also a pretty good guitar player too. He added some nice acoustic guitar, occasional electric guitar on some of the songs, and then of course the absolute acrobatic gymnast that is Carl Palmer, sadly the only surviving member of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. But yeah, a great power trio that again, made lots of noise for the most part without guitar, right? So again, their debut album starting off the 70s, still one of my favorite albums by them. Amazing stuff. Great songs, The Barbarian, Take a Pebble, Knife Edge is terrific. You got the big hit single Lucky Man, you got Tank, the 3 Freights, you got Pictures in an Exhibition, which, who would release a live album as your second album with no original material and basically just reworkings of like this great, historically, amazing classical suite. Absolutely amazing. Again, just solidifies the bombast and the virtuosity of this band. And then, of course, you got Tarkus, which just incredible. It's got the big, massive, side-long epic, Bitches Crystal, Time and a Place, Infinite Space, lots of other great stuff on there. Then, of course, the Trilogy album, which has the Endless Enigma Parts 1 and 2. You got Hoedown, Trilogy, Live in Sin, Abaddon's Bolero, From the Beginning. They could do the subtle. Greg Lake always, they each brought something different to the table. Greg Lake loved pop music, so a lot of the more pop-flavored songs, more folky songs came from him, whereas you had Keith Emerson was the big classical guy. He had a lot of the bombast, and then you had Carl Palmer, who liked a little bit of everything, and he also loved the bombastic side of music, and he brought that to the table here. Perhaps their most well-known album, all right, is Brain Salad Surgery. Love the H.R. Giger artwork on this one. Of course, you got Jerusalem, Toccata, Still You Turn Me On, Carnival 9, all the different impressions, Benny the Bouncer. Who cares about Benny the Bouncer? But man, Carnival 9 is just as epic as it gets with prog rock, right? Just an amazing, amazing long form piece of rock music, right? progressive rock at its finest, long form composition. Amazing stuff. For me, this is the cream of the crop. They do have other albums. You got the Work stuff, you got Love Beach, right? You have other things, but to me, it's all about these albums. This is, to me, what you got to have when it comes to Emerson, Lake and Palmer, otherwise known as ELP. Great one, probably the great and greatest prog rock power trio of all time. When you're strictly talking prog, strictly prog. There's another band that's going to come up later on in the month that is prog and other things, right? Prog and hard rock, and some people even call them metal, right? But for true, all around just prog rock, right? Because that's all these guys did. This is one of the best, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, ELP is my pick number 11 here in my countdown of my favorite power trio bands of all time. Let us know what you think of Let us know what you think of Emerson, Lake and Palmer down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, your pick number 11, right, as we're counting down together. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Stay tuned for pick number 10 tomorrow morning, same bat time, same bat channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already to the channel and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content. We also have the links below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility shirts and hats and hoodies and things, right? All sorts of different designs and logos and stuff. You can get this wonderful shirt right here, the original Sea of Tranquility shirt right there. That's the original, right? You can still get that. Lots of other good ones. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you tomorrow morning with another favorite power trio band. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.